Her voicemail came in while I was standing in the empty apartment. Not empty like abandoned, empty like erased. Her voice was shaking, breathing too fast, saying my name the way people do when they're already too late. "I don't understand," she said. "Where are you?" I didn't listen to the rest. I already knew. 2 days earlier, she'd kissed my cheek with the same practiced softness she used before lies. She told me she needed clarity, space, 2 weeks of self-discovery. She said his name casually, like it was harmless, like history couldn't bleed. "I'll be back better," she said. "For us." I smiled. I even helped her pack. Now the apartment echoed when I walked. No photos, no clothes, no trace of me, just clean lines and quiet. Control feels like that. Still. Intentional. My phone vibrated again. Another voicemail. Then another. She hadn't even landed yet. The truth didn't hit me all at once. It arrived slowly, in fragments. A pause that lingered too long when she mentioned him. The way she'd started guarding her phone like it contained oxygen. The sudden interest in finding herself right after he messaged her for the first time in years. "I didn't accuse," I observed. At night, lying next to her, I stared at the ceiling and replayed every conversation we'd ever had. Not emotionally, surgically. I noticed how often she said I instead of we, how her apologies came prepackaged, how her eyes drifted away when she promised me forever. Denial is loud. Realization is quiet. I checked phone records while she slept. Just numbers, patterns, late nights, long calls. I didn't need to read messages. Frequency tells its own story. Still, I played my role. I made coffee. I asked about her day. I told her to enjoy her trip. I meant it. Every step she took toward him made mine easier. The night before she left, she cried. Said she was scared of losing me. I held her. Felt nothing. When she flew out, I didn't watch the plane leave. I started packing. Only the essentials. Documents, clothes, my dignity. I left behind what was hers, including the ring she'd hinted about for months. I placed it on the counter, centered, deliberate. And the note. Just one sentence. Calm, polite, surgical. Her voicemails kept stacking up as I drove away. By the time she realized what she'd done, there was nothing left to confront. Only the truth waiting for her in silence. Her return flight landed at 6:40 a.m. I know because she texted me the second the wheels touched the ground. "We need to talk." 3 missed calls followed. Then 6 voicemails. Her voice deteriorated in real time. Confusion collapsing into fear. I didn't respond. By then, I was already gone. New place, new lease, new silence. I'd planned it while she was still laughing with him over overpriced wine, calling it healing. The note did its job. It wasn't angry. That's what unsettled her. It said, "I hope you find what you went looking for." I found the truth. Nothing else. She drove straight from the airport to the apartment. I imagined the way her hands shook trying the lock. The pause when she noticed how clean everything looked. How final. No signs of a fight. No chaos, just absence. She called again. This time she was crying. "I didn't cheat," she said like a plea. It wasn't like that. I let the voicemail play all the way through. Not because I believed her, because I wanted to hear how far she'd go. The evidence had already settled everything. Phone records don't lie. Hotel receipts don't misremember. Neither does the look on someone's face when they realize you stopped needing explanations. She finally sent a message that mattered. "How did you know?" That was the crack. I waited an hour before replying. Not to be cruel, to be precise. "You told me without saying it," I wrote. "You just didn't think I was listening." She showed up at my new place that night. Somehow found the address. Eyes swollen. Mascara smeared like a confession she couldn't wipe away. "I made a mistake," she whispered. I didn't invite her in. Mistakes are accidents. This was a choice rehearsed until it felt harmless. She reached for me. I stepped back. That was the moment it hit her. Not that she'd lost me, but that she never had the version of me she thought she did. The man who would beg. The man who would rage. The man who would forgive. "I loved you," she said. I believed her, and it still didn't matter. Love without loyalty is just appetite with better marketing. I closed the door gently. No slam, no drama. Just a click. Final. That night, I deleted the voicemails. Every last one. Not because they hurt, but because they no longer belong to me. Some people think revenge is destruction. They're wrong. The coldest kind is leaving someone alone with the truth and walking away untouched. I didn't lose her on that trip. She lost me the moment she thought I wouldn't notice. And she'll spend the rest of her life remembering the silence that followed.